And we are live. Welcome back to another episode of the sports related podcast. I'm Didi Nose Ball here with my cousin as always, Chris. How you doing, dog?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Say, bro, I ain't gonna cap. Cause yesterday, what game came on yesterday on Peacock? I can't even remember. It was a pretty good game.
Boston Mavericks.
Boston and the Mavericks. And after the game, because I was just on my phone looking through Twitter X and stuff like that. And I'm hearing commentary. I'm hearing Carmelo, I'm hearing T Mac, and then I'm hearing Vince Carter. Like I'm kind of like in and out. I'm like Carmelo, okay, I hear what he's saying. T Mac talking about how Jalen Brown need to be our MVP. And then just Vince Carter get to babbling, bro. Vince Carter got to be the worst. I don't know what he's considered, studio guy, analyst, whatever he's considered, he's terrible. I'm
Dang,
sorry.
what Vince do to get this?
He can't get a point across. He can't get it out. He can't enunciate. Like I it's bad, Chris. It's bad.
Hey, when Vince hit that shot in the playoffs against the Spurs, he good in my book.
And you say that every time. You literally say that every time. But like it's like, man, I don't know who's worse, him or Chris Webber back when Chris Webber was on TNC.
Man, you be hard on these dudes.
Dog, at the end of the day, you on TV. Where's Austin Rivers? Wasn't Austin Rivers on Peacock?
Austin Rivers should be playing still.
No. Where's Robbie Hummel? Robbie Hummel is better on Peacock than Vince Carter. I'm sorry. I can deal with T Mac. I think Carmelo is a star in studio guy. He's really good. It's like you know how you seen Melo on the court and you like Melo seemed cool. Like he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He translated that into the studio. So it's like they found something in Carmelo, but they need to cut Vince Carter, bro.
Hey, man.
Just a slight observation. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get into some of these games. Did you watch the Knicks and who they just play? The Knicks and the Nuggets. Did you watch some of that?
I've seen a little piece of highlights and stuff. I didn't get to sit down and watch it fully.
It went into double overtime. Chris, Mikal Bridges is terrible. The dude already only had 4 points in 43 minutes going into the second overtime. But this dude fouled with point 0.3 seconds left up to, and Christian Brown hit the 2 free throws, sent it to a second overtime, bro. He literally terrible. In the second overtime, he got saved by Jalen Brunson. He did hit a big three. Mikal Bridges did, but that was just absolutely terrible. I do want to say this about the Nuggets because this is like the overarching thing I got from the game. I'm worried about the health of Jokic and Gordon. Both like are 30 now. So I think that's a thing. Jamal Murray's playing his best basketball. I think he's all NBA level. But am I crazy to think physically Jokic and Gordon are on the decline? Those are their two of their top three most important players.
I wouldn't say decline. It's first year doing this, so I mean I have to see it repeated couple more times, or at least one more time to really say it's a decline. It can be an outlier. Just Jokic usually is very durable.
And
Uh,
I understand that, Chris, but he even got hurt like in the first quarter and he fell. He had to kind of get took out the game. And I was like, uh-oh. And it's just like, once you start getting that type of situation, it's kind of like, I'm just throwing it out there. I get what you're saying, but I'm just throwing it out there.
all right, I mean, I'm gonna have to see it to believe it to start labeling. I get you trying to get ahead of the curve or trying to manage the assets and everything, but right now, I'm gonna say the Nuggets are fine. They're in a good position. Their role players are actually doing well. Jokic is an all-star teammate to lean on now, so all that can go out. All that talk can go out. He is an all-star teammate to lean on. He has good role players to lean on, so maybe he won't have to do as much and do all that stuff, and they can be fine without him.
Well, they just done lost three in a row. So they done lost to the Knicks, they lost to the Pistons. And who they lose to before that? Was that the I'm trying to think. I think that was it had to been the Rockets. Was it the Rockets?
The good teams.
But three losing three in a row is three in a row. Spurs, are in second place now. Thunder, they're without SGA. I'm just saying, I'm kind of Peyton Watson just went down too. So I'm just putting them on alert. But I did want to shout out Jamal Murray. He looks like forget All Star. He said he's not impressed with being an All Star. He said he want All NBA.
All right then.
So yeah, there's that. For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson has good moments on Jokic. Mitchell Robinson even stripped Jamal Murray late in one of them games, poked the ball away. I ain't gonna lie. The Knicks, they done won 7 in a row. I told y'all not to worry. Chris, I told you not to worry.
You okay? Yeah, you. They, some people thought they was getting that hangover from the cup, but
Hey.
Knicks might be fine. Was Mikal Bridges still an overpay? Yes. Should they be going after Giannis and making Cat feel bad? I don't know, but I think at the end of the day, Knicks will be fine. But this is their year to win it, especially with all the moves that are being made out there in the East and the teams that are really looking towards going all in and then seeing what may happen going forward in the future. I think, yeah, Knicks better take advantage while they can.
I ain't gonna lie. I like the Knicks. It's like it's the Jalen Brunson thing. Like he just has such control late in these games, and I just trust every decision he makes. It's like he's him and Jamal Murray. I say it about both of them. It's like they're a high volume guards, but they're efficient, and they don't really turn the ball over a lot. So it's like high volume scorers that are efficient, that don't really turn the ball over and are good in late games. I kind of came to that realization. And I think Brunson has everything around him. OG Anunoby was really good today. Cat 24 and 12. He was solid. So I don't know. I like the Knicks. I gotta see what the Cavs look like. We'll get into them, but you know. Okay. Oh, real quick. Anthony Edwards closed out yet another late game against the Toronto Raptors. They were pretty much leading the whole first half. And I'm starting to notice a pattern with the Raptors now. They just fall apart late in these games. They did. I'm gonna go and talk about their part of this because we know spent a lot of time on it. But they traded for Chris Paul. They said he don't have to report. I think they probably could have used Chris Paul in terms of just like late game execution because they beat all the teams they're supposed to beat. They struggle against the good teams, and they blew a lot of leads late in 4 quarters against the good teams they played. That's my only knock against the Raptors so far.
I've been told that the Raptors were an elite team in the East and a top 4, and I'm crazy for not thinking that they can get it done and all this stuff and not believing them. So,
but I mean, hey, if you can't win late games against good teams, I mean, at some point I'm gonna have to throw that out the window.
yeah, exactly. My point exactly.
You was a Raptors hater. You hate Scotty Barnes. You hate Brandon Ingram. Y'all can't say nothing nice about RJ. So I mean, everybody you don't like is on this team. So I'm not surprised that you hate the Raptors.
I don't not like them, but they sitting up there acting unrealistic with their expectations for their team. And when I call them out for that, then I'm crazy for saying that.
What was the unreal expectations? They like 4th in the East.
Man, I said that they're not really going anywhere in the playoffs. I said they're not really going to be doing anything. They're not an elite team. They're not a contender. That's crazy to say.
No, I don't think. Well, I didn't say that. I mean, they've outperformed expectations already, Chris. Stop hating. They're top 4 in the East. They're only losing because they're melting down against these good teams. It ain't like they getting blown out by good teams. They're just kind of falling apart in late in the game situations. But yeah, I don't want to hold you up with your Raptors hate. So
yeah, whatever. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think both of those teams could really use Chris Paul, but
who's the other team? Minnesota. They said because Mike Conley got rerouted again that he could possibly go back to Minnesota, which is crazy, but I don't know. They need somebody that can kind of play. Like maybe that's what they need, a point guard that can actually play.
Yeah.
They're past the point of like old grizzled veteran. They
Uh-huh.
need a guy that can play. I'm sorry.
Because Dillingham ain't it. They trying to get
Yeah.
honest.
Please, no. I don't want to. I don't want. It's
I seen your video.
they don't have enough. They don't have enough to get Giannis and not gut the team.
Yeah.
And you don't need Giannis and Gobert like this. Okay,
Trades.
let's get to the trade deadline. We pretty much could start with any of the big three. I guess we could start with Anthony Davis because that's like the fresh one from today, and that's kind of our team.
Yep.
So, Anthony Davis, he was traded for. I guess we can bring up the trade.
Yeah.
But what was your initial reaction?
I like, where did we see this man? And I'm scrolling, reading. The Wizards? We seen a dang. All right, time to retire, buddy. Nah, but um off initial looking at the trade, I'm not mad at it. Anthony Davis is really not a good asset anyway. He's an aging, always getting hurt, supposed to be superstar who wants to get paid. You don't need to do that. I don't think many teams want to do that, especially if he's not on the court producing. So the fact that we get 5 picks, 2 sham, very late, not very good first round picks, and then 3 seconds, I'll take it. And then we get a young prospect in AJ Johnson, who I like. He's a very athletic guard. He's an athletic guard. He doesn't weigh much, but he's very athletic. I like it. Uh, and then we shed a lot of salary, give us flexibility going in the future. I'm a Miss Hardy party. Exum gave me some nice moments. I'm singing for joy that D'Angelo Russell is off my team.
First of all, don't do that. So the Mavericks end up trading Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, Russell, Exum for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley, 2 firsts, 3 seconds. The 2 firsts are not good first, so let's get that out the way. They're
I
gonna be
know.
like I think one of them was even a top 20 protected.
Yeah, it's top 20 protected Warriors 2029, and then OKC's big.
So yeah, whoop de doo on those.
Yeah.
Um we do get an expiring and Chris Middleton. Malachi Branham and AJ could potentially become something. I like Malachi Branham when he was at Ohio State. I like AJ Johnson. I think he's young, dynamic, and I think he needs to go on, just let him play about 30 minutes. We need to get our pick anyway, and you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I mean, it was just getting rid of Anthony Davis. That in my book is a win.
Yep.
So yeah, I told you we should have kind of did this, and as soon as we got Cooper Flagg, you didn't want to hear it, but look at us now. And we could have possibly potentially had a top 5 pick and got one of the guys. But hey, hindsight's 2020, even though I said it back then. But yeah, what is your thoughts on the direction of the Mavericks now and Kyrie since he's still there, even though it kind of looks like we're moving towards Cooper Flagg and a rebuild?
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna, give ourselves flexibility around Cooper Flag rebuild. I think there's a world where we can still keep Kyrie, add a top 5 pick and have Kyrie there, and let that all marinate and see where we go because we still have great role players in my opinion, and PJ Najee, Lively. We added some now AJ Johnson. He's a part of the young core. We have Musa Cisse, Nimhard. We have guys. We have guys in my opinion that can play their roles and do good things. So we just need to add more talent. And now getting picks to do that, I think that'll be good for us. And then you can add in Kyrie, dynamic scorer as well. So we'll see where that takes us. But I like the fact that we have flexibility moving forward to go in different ways.
Do you want Kyrie going forward? Because
Me
it
personally,
seems like you can't even give up on Kyrie. Why you can't give up on Kyrie, Chris?
I have an attachment. I like Kyrie. He's a great role model, great leader. You seen the way he was helping Hardy with his game. He be helping Brandon Williams with his game. I know he gonna do wonders for AJ Johnson when he get up in here. So I like what Kyrie does for our young guards, and he is a dynamic scorer. I haven't seen him healthy in a while, but he is a dynamic scorer and leader of this team. So it will be interesting to see him play with Cooper, and then we'll have good role players around him.
Okay, let's say we have AJ Johnson in the fold. He becomes at least a guy that you could think becomes a six man. We bring in somebody like a Mikael Brown or Darius Acuff from the draft. I Kyrie, go away. Trade him for a first. Trade him for something like go get a power forward. Like, I mean, I'm just kind of done with the Kyrie situation. There's no point in having him. I love him too. But if all the stuff you're talking about, oh, he working with guards, go get Sham God or go get one of these dudes. And go get a Rajon Rondo. Go do something like that. A Kimball Walker. You don't need to pay a guy what Kyrie's getting paid to mentor the young guys, man. Stop it, Chris. Stop it. We need to go on fully invest in the rebuild. See if we can get a first for Najee. See if we can get a first for Kyrie. And just we got Cooper Flagg. We got Cooper Flagg. I think hey, if I'm looking, I will say this. 1-for-1 trade, because that's damn near what it came down to. A 1-for-1 trade, Luka for Cooper Flagg. Is that safe to say? That's kind of what it happened, bro.
I guess the league, that's not what happened, but I guess we lucked into Cooper Flagg.
The league said, hey, man, y'all can have Cooper Flagg. We need Luka in LA, bro. Because if you look at how that trade broke down, what everybody's fetching, the fact that we didn't get Austin Reeves, the fact that we didn't get all them picks, I don't even come on, dog. Like, we gotta quit being naive. The league offices say, dog, Luka for Coop and Nico scapegoat.
Whatever, man. I'm not gonna. Whatever happened. I'm not gonna buy into it either way. I think it sucks.
It don't suck.
It does suck, man. Just because we got Cooper Flagg don't mean I can't want to have Luka too. I thought Luka was great for the Mavericks.
He was. But I was tired of seeing this shit. I'm excited watching Cooper Flagg, bro. Like the not giving effort on defense, just the sloppy body. Like Cooper Flagg, bro. It is what it is. Cooper Flagg, I feel like he has a higher ceiling than Luka. Even though Luka did drag us to a couple conference finals, he did drag us to a finals. As a player, maybe not in results because we still got to see what it turns out into. But player for player, I think Cooper Flagg has a higher ceiling than Luka.
Who were the guys that Luka was playing with his rookie year?
Old Dirk and some other bums.
Dirk, Reggie Bullock. Not good guys. Who was Luka going toe to toe with as his center against the Clippers with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard?
Don't do that.
Who was his center?
Porzingis?
No, Boban Marjanovic.
Okay, bro. We not finna act like Porzingis wasn't one of them dudes. If he would have actually gave him the ball a little bit.
Porzingis was scary.
You know what I'm saying? He did have Jalen Brunson. He did have Kyrie Irving. We're not finna do that. Let's get Cooper Flagg some help. Because I will say this, and then because I know we got to move on. We can't turn this into a Maverick stuff. But I will say this. Cooper Flagg, you got to think about it. No Kyrie, no Anthony Davis. Cooper Flagg has been getting national televised games, and he ain't gave up in none of them. Like he done fought.
Number 1 overall pick.
No, what number one overall pick out the gate got all these national televised games?
Wemby
with a terrible team. Wemby had a team built around him.
You were saying how bad they were the worst Spurs teams ever.
Wait, hold on. His rookie year, he didn't get a lot. Wait, hold on. We talking about last year or this his rookie year?
His rookie year.
He wasn't on TV that much his rookie year, bro. Stop it. Cooper Flagg is on national TV every week. We had like 1 or 2 Wemby games. Don't do that, Chris. I'm talking about like we're literally getting Cooper Flagg on Christmas. We're getting Cooper Flagg on ABC on Sunday. Like, come on, bro. We just had him against the Celtics. Come on, bro. This Mavericks team is terrible. Cooper Flagg against the Hornets. Like he's literally showing you from a 19-year-old his potential, and this is the worst he'll ever be. I don't think you're excited enough for a Cooper Flagg rebuild because the thing about Cooper Flagg is he's such a good two-way player. He's not going to need a lot around him.
They say that about Jason Tatum, and what did he have all around him?
He's okay. We got to move on. He has a way higher ceiling than Tatum, bro.
I agree. I think he's going next year. He'll be better than Tatum.
Dude
But
had like 3 or 4 in a row with 30 plus games. One of them was a 40.
yep. So
Like you tripping, bro. You not excited enough for Cooper
anybody
Flagg. I'm gonna
I
move on.
like Cooper Flag, but dang, you acting like I can't like Luca too.
Oh, let's talk. Oh, we got to talk about the Wizard side of this. I'm
Yeah, my bad.
tripping. I'm tripping. I
And
like
this,
it.
like I like it too. They didn't have to give up none of their premier young talent. They you still have George, you still have Carrington, you still have Sar, you still have Koulibaly. You have a lot of good young. You still have your young guys. You still have Trey Johnson. Uh, you add Trey Young for cheap, basically for some expiring contacts. You add Anthony Davis basically for some expiring contacts and old guys, and C.J. McCollum and Chris Middleton.
Mhm.
I think they're doing good. It's a risk, obviously. Hey, these guys get hurt, they don't play much, whatever. Then okay, you're not going to be looking the best, but you still have your young core to fall back on. Plus, you're adding in AJ DeBanza, a Cam Boozer, uh, Darren Peters. You're adding somebody in the top five to this team.
And you know what's crazy? I think people are talking mess about this trade just because it is the Wizards. But like you said, a lot of expiring contracts. You didn't give up that good pick that they still own. I think they gave up other people's picks. So to turn a terrible roster into what we see now. And then, like you said, you kept Trey Johnson, kept Sar, kept Keyshawn George, however you say it. Those are the three: Sar, George, and Trey Johnson. Now to let them mature for the rest of the season because AD and Trey not going to play because you are trying to get. I think the best situation for them would be Cameron Boozer. I feel he'll fit like a glove with their team, just depending on which direction they want to go in. Because you gonna have to eventually replace Anthony Davis, or somebody's gonna have to play those minutes when he's out due to injury. But I just think they in a perfect situation. And then you could still kind of get off a Koulibaly or a Carrington if you want to eventually. So, man, this has been one of the better rebuilds because you remember we talked in the preseason, we was like, they don't have a guy, they don't have a go-to guy, and they got their role players first. Now, instead of getting like your guy in the draft, and you still possibly can this season, you got like a bona fide guy in Trey and a bona fide guy in AD. And like you said, they didn't give up none of their main young pieces, which is unprecedented. I feel like the Wizards absolutely cooked, to be honest. And I can't wait to see what it look like next year.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I think they managed their assets well. I think they took calculated risk, but without giving up anything to where it could jeopardize their future. A little different than another trade we may talk about with what the Utah Jazz did.
Okay, because we'll tackle that next. I will ask you this: do you think Trey Young and AD play this season with these young guys?
They may play like a couple games, but they were legit. The Wizards are not trying to lose much ground on getting that top spot in the draft, so they could very well shut them down for a good portion of this season.
Okay, last question: which young guy from the draft would you like the Wizards to get? Like, which one you'd be like, okay, they just won the.
I'm a, so I've always said Devonta is probably one of my top player in the draft, but I don't think that he needs to be here or fits this team very well. I like what you said with Boozer. I think obviously you're gonna have some missing minutes from Anthony Davis from time to time, um, or if they get another big guard and a good guard in Peterson, he can be what Bub Carrington wasn't and hasn't been yet. So one of those two.
Okay, okay. You want to talk about the Utah Jazz because yeah, they traded like Clayton, Taylor Hendricks, Niang, and some more stuff. I
Three
even
first round picks.
3 first round picks for Jaren Jackson Jr., Vince Williams, and some other stuff.
What's
Like
up?
it sounds like you didn't like this for Utah. How you feeling?
I'm 50-50 on this because this makes their roster huge. They got a really big lineup if you're looking at it. Um, Maybe I mean, we've seen guys go for a lot of picks now, and pick the way picks are being just thrown out is interesting. With Desmond Bain getting a ton for picks, Mikal Bridges is the one who kickstarted this crazy 5 picks for a guy who isn't deserving of getting that. So I know Jaren Jackson's a defensive player of the year, but like you said, there's problems with his rebounding. There's problems with some of his decision making at times. So giving 3 first round picks and kind of changing your future with or the way you were rebuilding, I guess just because like you were ahead of the curve on this, Keontae George is really looking like a bona fide star. They really quickly pivoted, in my opinion, to jump on the next star that they could get. When I think they could have maybe let things play out a little more, and go from there. So
Hmm. It's crazy. I low key don't mind it. As much as I don't like Jared Jackson, I don't mind it. It's interesting to see that you didn't like it. This is why I don't mind it, because one thing that we always said about Jared Jackson, or he says about himself, he wants to play next to a center. I think him playing next to Walker Kessler, that's a good situation. And one thing we know about Lauri Markkinen, he has a track record of playing with double big lineups. So we've seen him at the three, and he's like one of the rare 7-footers that has the agility to actually play the three. So we seen him in Cleveland when he was playing with, wasn't that Evan Mobley and Jared Allen? He played with those two, and then he was even in some lineups with Filipowski and Kessler. So if you're looking at Lauri Markkinen and you want him to be the guy next to Keontae George, we've seen Markkinen in this type of situation. And then if Keontae is making you too good to tank, you wasn't gonna have a good pick anyway. You wasn't gonna get a top 5, top 10 pick anyway. You gave up some guys that we had Taylor Hendricks in our surprise DNP list. So Cody Williams, he was another guy in our surprise DNP list. So you're literally saying we're gonna put Jaren Jackson, insert him into the situation that Taylor Hendricks or Cody Williams should play. And I low key like it, because now you still have your young guys. Because this is why I say you only need about 4 young guys that you trust. If you Utah, that's Keontae George, that's Ace Bailey, that's Walker Kessler, and I say Isaiah Collier. And then you still have Bryce Sensabaugh, Filipowski, and Cody Williams. So you have your young guys. You don't need no more young guys. So now it's time to win. So I like it. Like, let's see what's going on. I think Keontae George is Jamal Murray. Like, how Jamal Murray's playing, I think Keontae George can get to that level. And whew, next year we go see some things.
yeah, I agree with you. I do think you have a good point on that. I just wonder if do you believe Jaren Jackson's that guy to really get them to that next step, or he doesn't need to be? He can just be the third option and let Lauri and Keontae carry them, and he can focus on the defensive end or whatever else. Or do you think there was another guy that they could have targeted or waited to become available to get?
Um, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know who that would have been,
Okay.
because I think the guy that you wanted in Taylor Hendricks, you kind of just like, oh, he's not that guy. Because I think the plan all along was for Lauri Markkinen to play with 2 bigs. I think that's just kind of how Hardy sees them playing. And I can't think of another guy that you could put in right there. I don't want Sabonis. And I don't, because then I don't want another backcourt player, because I like what I have in Keontae George. I like Isaiah Collier had 22 assists the other day.
Yeah, with one
So
shot.
it's you see what I'm saying? So I like what I got in the backcourt. I like what I got in the front court. I needed that tweener. Like, there's not too many people that even need a tweener, and I think they wanted a tweener, and they got one of the best ones, because and then he's not gonna be making any decisions late in games. Keontae George is gonna have the ball. Lauri Markkanen is going to have the ball. It's like Jaren Jackson to be a third or possibly fourth guy, depending on what Ace Bailey turns into. We ain't talked about that.
Yeah. Do you think how does this affect him? And do you think he becomes a star? Does he just become a 3-and-D role guy? Where do you think this affects him when he was supposed to drafted to be a star?
It's on him. It's on him in the work he puts in.
Mm.
Because, it's like you could always trade Markkanen or Jaren Jackson, depending on who you like and who you don't like as you go forward. Because, like I said, they got their young guys now, but it is time to win. They've been tanking you can't tank forever. That's another thing. That's why I like what the Wizards are doing. I like what the Utah is doing. You can't tank forever. Because that stink eventually rubs off, and you go be just too used to losing. Yeah. So just like what the Rockets did, you will eventually have to start winning. You pile up about 6 or 7 young guys. Okay, it's time to go, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to see what Keontae George got. We got to see what Ace got. We got to see what Collier and them do. What they look like in a winning situation eventually. So I like it. Yeah, I like it. And then you going up against the Wembys, you're going up against the Chets and Hartensteins, and you're building a big front court. So I like it. You're going against that Minnesota front line.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got some good points in that.
Who do we got? Okay, Cleveland. Then we get to some of the smaller ones. Cleveland traded for James Harden. Like Harden for Darius Garland. Straight up.
Cleveland gave some picks to get rid of Harden.
Oh, we didn't talk about Grizzlies side of things.
Okay,
real quick. The Grizzlies side of things. Sorry about that. Man, this has quickly become the worst roster in the NBA.
Dang.
The worst roster in the NBA.
You know what's crazy? Because Grizzlies roster before this was kind of lauded as being very deep and good. And it's all just, it's crumbled, essentially. It's really interesting how that has happened. I'm curious if Ja gets moved tomorrow or on the trade deadline.
Who wants Ja?
Who wants Ja? And I'm curious if he's gonna have a stink about this.
I think they Sean had reported they were aggressively looking for trades, but it's only so many few places he can go. I mean, maybe you can talk Brooklyn into it because the emergence of Michael Porter Jr. Maybe you just say, "Hey, Brooklyn, y'all got a whole bunch of young guys. Maybe y'all want to start to try to win now." Because Michael Porter Jr. and Ja Morant around the same age, they not far, and then you got like 8 young guys over there. So that coach is too good to lose. It seems to get a top 3, top 5 pick without just excessive tanking. So maybe you could talk Brooklyn into it. Maybe you could talk Phoenix into it. I don't know who are you talking into it.
The Heat.
They said the Heat is still looking at Giannis, and they saying the Bucks said they're kind of interested in the Heat offer. That was a report I seen from Windhorse. So I think the Heat ain't making no moves until they can know for sure if they can get Giannis. So I don't even see the Heat right now. I think it's Phoenix or Brooklyn, and I just think it's just a small market. He's just gonna have to play.
It's kind of sad what has happened to Ja as well. His rise for being supposed to be one of the faces, and now Grizzlies are literally tanking and starting over. It's interesting. And Dylan Brooks is looking like one of the better players from that team, looking like a mistake letting him go.
Now that we see how Dylan Brooks changes teams, we see how Desmond Bane is valuable to teams. Say, dog. And then they was the heart and soul of that team. So I don't know. I did want to shout out Dylan Brooks. He's doing amazing things with Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I thought he possibly should have been an all-star, but shout out Dylan Brooks. But yeah, I like Jalen Wells, Cedric Coward. They need to see what they have in GG Jackson. Maybe you can be GG Jackson could be a star.
Yeah.
But
Edie built around Edie.
Edie doesn't play. He hasn't played. Maybe. I don't know. Can he move? Yeah, he's cool. But I would look at GG, Cedric Coward, Jalen Wells. See what you got with that. But this is my thing when it comes to tanking. This was the draft. You got to know from day one if you're going to tank. Your pick, you starting in the hole, even in the tankathon. So I mean, Memphis is looking kind of nasty because if you don't get one of these 3, 4 guys, your fan base ain't gonna be happy because it's gonna be a long rebuild because the draft classes, the next 2 draft classes, and
Hey, people emerge, man. People emerge.
not to be like these guys. I'm just saying. But yeah, Memphis, keep your heads up out there, man. You officially have the worst roster in the league. So yeah, there's that. Okay, Cleveland. Cleveland traded James Harden for Darius Garland. Straight up. Straight up.
I like it. I
For
think I
who?
like it for Cleveland. I
Okay.
really like it for both teams, if I'm being honest with you. I think I like it. Cleveland, they made their underrated move, getting Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder. Then they follow that up by getting rid of the guy they don't really like, that doesn't play, and they get James Harden, who, yes, is old, but he can still play. He can still do some things. He can potentially unlock even more out of Mobley and Jared Allen, more of their vertical lob threat abilities. So that's interesting. Um, and yeah, it gives another guy who is more of an Iron Man in for your team now. He even though he is old, and you get to you get to make a little bit better improvements on your roster and a little bit more financial implications with that. And then on the Clipper side, you get a younger guy. You get a younger guy. You get to shift your timeline even forward. Um, get an All Star. You get Darius Garland. He can hopefully come back and be good for you once he figures all this out. So
I honestly 100% agree with you. I literally have nothing outside of that, but I did want to add this because it's a lot of people saying Harden quit again. I agree, he quit again, but I will give a caveat to this. So you got to understand, James Harden, with his tenure with the Clippers, he played 195 of 213 games. So he only missed 18 games in that stretch with LA. Kawhi played in 141 of 213 games. He's missed 72 games since James Harden been there. He damn near missed a season. So um Kawhi gets all the credit while James Harden was doing all the carrying. Like it gets to a point where because did Kawhi get voted as an all-star over Harden this year?
yeah, he got added in as a All Star to help fill out the USA team. And I understand what you were saying about Harden. You say when now he want to get paid, and Kawhi getting all the credit.
Like, come on now. We know Harden. Harden go want his money, and then like, come on, you're not even giving me no credit or no money. When y'all done had a whole scandal trying to pay this man Kawhi, and he ain't even out here like I'm out here. We just got to be realistic, bro. Kawhi has never missed a season. Said he's missed 72 games since Harden been there. Harden's only missed 18. Like, like we gotta start putting this into perspective. And if we looking at it from the Darius Garland perspective, because I if I'm Cleveland, it's like I just want somebody to play. Garland has in these last couple years, he has missed both elimination, like the situations for those series, both elimination games. So I was looking at it in 17 years. James Harden has played 70 plus games in 11. He's very durable. And in the 7 games in the playoffs last season, he was 19, 9, and 5, 44 from the field, 36 from 3, 81 from the free throw line. And we know what he did in game 7. He looked terrible, but let's look past that. Darius Garland, he's only played in 70 plus games once in his 7-year career. Harden's played in 44 games this season. Darius Garland's only played in 26. Um, Garland's played 5 playoff games last year, 18, 5, and 2, 42 from the field, 29 from 3, 92 from the free throw line. James Harden is Darius Garland, but better. Literally. And
Just like that.
bigger.
And older.
Oh well.
I mean, yeah, it's like you said, I get it, and I get it from Harden's perspective. I get it from everybody's perspective. So I think this is actually one of the few win-win trades. Hopefully, Cleveland can capitalize off of this and be formidable opponents to the Knicks, the Boston, the Pistons. Show some promise, and then they need Harden, Mitchell. They need to start getting on that phone, call that LA number, call LeBron, come on home.
Oh my god. Go ruin it before it even has a chance to flourish.
Or
But if I'm looking at Cleveland, I'm with you. This their best chance to win. I think this is a win-win trade for the Clippers because the Clippers, Garland, but see, Garland is injury prone, but maybe you just rest him, you know what I'm saying, put him on ice, but he's 26 years old. You needed somebody to go into the future with. Somebody.
they didn't have nobody really. They had, they have some young guys, but like a star, like somebody you could build around. You can't really build around Garland, but he could be a good two if he really reaches his full thing.
You could build a team worth watching. You just built
Yeah,
that stadium. Yeah, you gotta put somebody on the flyer, bro. Darius Garland, he's good enough to put on the flyer. He's a two-time all-star. I don't like him, but he's good enough to put on the flyer. Jordan Miller is a good young player, and you just keep building out the roster, going towards the future. John Collins is he's okay. Um why you do that? I mean, I couldn't think of nothing to say. He's okay. Zubac, I like Zubac. So I mean, you had to do something if you was the Clippers, and you just couldn't pass this trade up. So
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
Clippers is a tough situation, but like I said, they are the same guy. So if you're the Clippers, you don't really have to change much offensively. He can play. Garland can play in the pick and roll. He can play off Kawhi. He can, you know what I'm saying, score when you need him to score. But it's the injury, and just don't bring him back to 100% healthy. If y'all lose, y'all lose. Y'all ain't winning nothing anyway.
yeah. I
What do you
agree.
what do you do with Kawhi?
I really don't know. I think you
Mm,
give him. You probably try to move him next year, but I don't know.
mm,
That's just such an interesting asset at this point.
yeah. Okay. What's some other trades? We got Boston trades for Vucevic. Chicago traded for Ivy and a whole buku amount of guards. I don't even understand the Chicago situation.
You know, trade
With
for Sexton too.
McCain to the Thunder, huh?
Yeah, they trade for Sexton too, I believe.
They traded for every guard imaginable. Hornets traded for Kobe White.
Yeah, so
Where do you
okay.
want to start? We
Let's
gonna
start.
spend a little time.
Let's start with the McCain. Um, I think I seen that this is Presti's first time acquiring a player for using a first round pick. Um, Sending out a first round pick to get a player, so he must have really liked McCain. And I do think he fits very well because he can play off the ball very well, and he's still an elite, a good shooter. I think he just needs to come back from his injury, come back from that, and get in a groove of things and feel good. And so maybe going to a team that wants him, and finds a lot of value in him will be good for him and will help the Thunder out because they do need some shooting. And they do need some help around SGA as far as ball handling and things like that. He's
Okay,
do what Case and Wallace is not doing.
so that's crazy. That's crazy you said it like that. But okay, what's the Jared McCain trade? So it was Jared McCain
It was like
for
a
was
five
it two
first
two
and
for
second, a couple of seconds. I don't think it was two first. I don't know.
okay, well somebody bring up I'm trying to find that trade. Uh for the Rockets first in 3 seconds.
First, okay, yeah.
I mean, if I'm the Thunder, the only question I'm asking is where does this leave Lou Dort? I think we talked about this. I feel like Lou Dort is gonna be the odd man out over there. They desperately did need the scoring. SGA is out, J Dub is out. And you brought up this is Presti's first time trading for a player, but this is kind of like drafting because McCain is what 21.
Yeah.
So I mean, I this is what I think the Thunder like to do and how they go build around their big three going forward because they got 3 big contracts. They're just going to recycle rookie contracts, bro.
I think you brought this up before. I think that's a good idea. Good idea. Good point.
I told you because if we just keep bringing in guys that can play, that are on these cheap contracts, and every time it's time to pay them, recycle them for more guys on rookie contract, it's really genius, bro. And we don't really have to play. We don't have to pay Lou Dort. We won't have to pay Caruso. But well, we can just get off Caruso, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you got AJ Mitchell. Now, I like it. Jared McCain, he can score on, off ball, good playmaker, does enough defensively. I like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Philly. I think Philly just did it because, they had too many guards. Quentin Grimes is better at this current moment. And yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they potentially gearing up to add somebody else. So we'll see what Philly's doing. But I
think
I don't mind it.
The Philly might try to go after a big wing when
Yeah.
preparing for the future post Paul George. So
Yeah.
that's something I would do. That or a power forward. So now they got a first round pick to do it. So
yeah,
I like it for both teams. It was cool. Okay. I really couldn't care less for some of these trades. Boston Vucevic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like it for Boston.
I thought you said you wanted them to get a center.
Not goddamn Vooch. Voochie man. Not Voochie man, bro. He don't play no defense, bro.
You wanted them to get Zubac?
No, because Zubac don't hit no threes. I don't know what I wanted them to do, to be honest.
I like it.
I'll be honest. Where?
It could only help, in my opinion. It could only help. It ain't hurt nothing.
They should have, if they was gonna do this, I don't know if they could have got Khalil Ware for Simons or nothing like. I don't know, but Khalil Ware would have been the perfect fit in Boston. Vucevic is kind of like, okay, cool. He's not gonna play none of these close games in the fourth quarter. He's not gonna play in none of them. Like, let's just keep it above. He's not gonna play in any of them.
No, probably not. But he'll still give you about his 17 and 10, 17 and 11. It'd be good for you.
Joe Mazzulla just wants people to shoot threes. That's really all this was. People to shoot threes, but people forget Porzingis was in that spot. He was hitting threes and he was blocking shots too.
Yeah.
So it's Vooch, I guess. So we can move on.
Okay.
Because I just don't know what Chicago's doing. So it's like I don't even really want to talk about them until probably after the deadline because there's no possible way they're done.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't, and they have to be doing more. But whatever they're doing, it ain't it right now.
Man,
they just said, "You got a point guard, we need him. You got a guard, we need him."
Absolutely crazy, egregious. And they never replaced Vucevic. They didn't get another center. Zach Collins is hurt. Okay. So I did want to talk about the Detroit side of things. Huh? What happened?
Breaking trade, brother. Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to the Hawks for Kristaps Porzingis to the Warriors.
Like I said, no, I'm just playing. Jonathan Kuminga to the Hawks?
Yeah. Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to the Hawks. And now Kristaps is going to the Warriors.
What? Do you like that?
I don't know if Kristaps would be the guy I would try to get.
I'm talking about the Hawks. I could care less about the Warriors. The Warriors, who cares what they do at this point? Who cares? If you turn Kuminga and Hield into Kristaps Porzingis, I don't care what you do. That was absolutely stupid for them. So I don't want to talk about the Warriors. The Hawks, Jalen Johnson, Kuminga, Reese. Are they giving up on Reese? What is that?
They just got Duop Reith, I believe. They bolster in their front court. What it seems like. I don't know where they're gonna get the guard play because they just traded one of their guards to they traded a guard to the Blazers.
They traded Krejci, but they got Krejci. They got Kispert and Kennard to kind of do what Krejci does.
Yeah.
They still have Dyson Daniels and Nikhil Alexander Walker to hold down the ball handling. My thing is if Kuminga, okay, who's their 5 best players? You would say
Jalen.
it Jalen Johnson, Nikhil Alexander Walker, maybe Dyson Daniels, Jonathan Kuminga, Okongwu, McCollum. I don't know who their best 5 is. Who their
Yeah,
closing 5 is. That's
they have.
why I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they need one more piece, but they have a lot of role players, a lot of guys that are interesting. They
And
need
they
another piece.
and they still had that Pelicans pick that could be top 5.
Don't let them get. Yeah, they need to draft a Peterson. Yeah,
Peterson would be beautiful.
yeah,
Him and Jalen Johnson would play so well together.
yeah. Okay, well that was just that breaking one. That was get your initial live
What?
reaction on that. You did not
What?
care. You did not
What?
care.
Where's it done? Where's it done? Curry had some ghost injury the other day. He didn't even play that. Like
Oh,
what?
man.
It's over. They're hyping up a LeBron and Curry game again on Saturday. It's over. I'm tired of the Warriors. I'm tired of Curry and LeBron. I love Curry. Sorry, Curry, but it's over. It's over. I could care less what the Warriors do. As long as I don't have to see Steve Kerr and Dre, I'm sick of these dudes, man. But I honestly, when you brought up that trade, I was thinking about the Hawks. I honestly was thinking about the Hawks. So yeah, sorry about that. I did want to talk about the Ivy part of this for Detroit. They got Kevin Herter. They basically turned Ivy into Kevin Herter and however else they went. I don't think they did enough. They still have another day, but Kevin Herter?
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't do enough. They could have got something else or need to get some more things. I don't know what, but they got to add something because the other people in the East, they're making moves. And they're not. They're just sitting back content with where they are, and I don't think they have the luxury of doing that.
I would have rather did the Ivy for Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder deal.
I don't know if they would take that. I'm not taking.
Ivy's better than Hunter. What? Don't do that. I wouldn't. I'm not even gonna let you get that off.
All right.
Jaden Ivey was just hurt. Jaden Ivey's better than DeAndre Hunter, bro.
Okay.
But I'd rather if I was Detroit, I'd rather have Keon Ellis than fucking Kevin Herter.
I would too.
And Dennis Schroeder because they needed both them type of guys. At this point, I said this. I would love Malik Monk in Detroit. But it's just Detroit, they not doing enough, and their fans was blowing up at me because I can't wait till y'all fail. I like some of the stuff going on in Detroit, but it's like y'all have to see. It's not gonna work. Y'all have to see it. I guess y'all gotta see it. It's gonna fall apart. It's not enough ball handling. It's not enough shooting. They are winning games. They beat the Nuggets yesterday off hustle. They out hustled the Nuggets. They didn't out really play them. They just out hustle. They get into every loose ball. In the playoffs, that shit not gonna work because everybody gonna be hustling and diving for loose balls. Detroit needs to do more. So I'm gonna reserve judgment until tomorrow, but they need to do more.
Yeah.
Any other trades you want to speak on?
No, though we hit on the main ones, so I think we good.
Okay. NBA All-Star Weekend.
Hey, this contest gonna be lit.
I've never could care less about an NBA All-Star Weekend. I gotta take these kids to go see the Steph Curry GOAT movie. I could care less about this All-Star Weekend, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tap into the celebrity game. Let's go and get into the celebrity game. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
I pulled up.
Yeah, I got it pulled up.
Couple names or whatever, but yeah, celebrity game is an interesting thing, but not everybody be on there no more.
I love the celebrity game.
Yeah.
I always have.
Look at the coaches, man.
So yeah, the coaches is Anthony Anderson, lethal shooter Chris Brinkley versus the Antetokounmpo brothers and Mookie Betts. It's like, how's the Antetokounmpo brothers doing this shit again? It feels like they do this every year.
I don't know. It's not even. It's in LA. What they got to do with LA?
Oh, nobody in LA wants to do this. Who's gonna do it? Nobody. None of them dudes.
Bronny should have got their butts out there and
Bronny needs to be playing in this because all he is a celebrity. Bronny ain't no basketball player, man.
They have some
Okay.
names like Taco Fall, Sean. Okay,
Okay,
anyway.
let's look at the teams. Okay, the Giannis team. Jenna Bandy, don't know who that is. Sham Sharania. I want to see what he look like. I ain't gonna say. I want to see what he look like. And after we go through the rosters, I'm gonna give you my top 5 who I'm most excited to see. So we got Shams, Taco Fall, Rome Flynn, Keegan Michael Key, Jeremy Lin, Rick Schnall, Dylan Wang, Amon Ross St. Brown, Kafu Glorilla. For the Anthony Anderson Lethal Shooter Chris Brickley team, you got Badshaw, Cody Jones, Andre DeGrasse, Matt Ishbia, Simu Liu, Mustard, Adrian Nunez, Taylor Frankie Paul, Jason White Chocolate Williams, Keenan Allen, Nicholas Bunstein. Come on, dog. Yeah, Nicholas. So is this DJ Mustard?
I would think so, but I don't know.
Okay, initial reaction. How many people you actually know, Chris?
I'll be honest. I know a decent amount. There's a couple I don't know. There's a lot I don't know, but I know a lot of these names.
I knew more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Cause some of them celebrity games, it's like, oh man, who is these people? I hope they just let them play though. I didn't like the form. Oh, they did change the format. Did they? Is they still doing the format with the ruffle shot where they stop the game and take the ruffle shot? Oh my god, I just
I don't
forgot.
know, man. They need to just let them play. They got guys. See, they have a good balance. The one thing that's interesting there, I don't think they really have the WNBA girls in this.
Good. They
Okay.
always stink it
Yeah,
up.
I forgot you said you don't like that. No way. They do. Jenna Bandy, she's a influencer who plays basketball. That's who that is. So she can rep for the women, I guess.
For you to know her. Oh, I ain't gonna ask you about your algorithm.
Man,
Okay, but top 5 players I'm most excited to see. I
Taco.
want to see number 1, Matt Ishbia. They're so hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so hilarious. I seen it was I was watching the Suns game, and all the guys he hired for most of his staff, they're Michigan State people. I found that kind of crazy because he's a Michigan guy that's
Yeah.
from Michigan, and I was just like, yeah, Matt Ishbia with that type of, I bet he can hoop, bro. So I got him number 1. Number 2, can you guess who I got number 2?
Sham Charania, right?
Glorilla, bro.
Oh, really?
I gotta see what this look like, bro. Some tell me she gonna be out there embarrassing herself, bro.
Nah, she getting training from Brandon Ingram.
Oh Lord. So I got Matt Ishbia, Glorilla, Shams. I gotta see if he can hoop. You breaking all these news stories and you doing all this and that, trying to look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Woj didn't try to look cool. Shams be trying to look cool. So let's see if you look cool on the court. Uh Jeremy Lin is back. And he
Yeah.
got some game. I got him as my early pick for MVP. If they actually let them play, I want to see him match up with White Chocolate.
Yeah.
That's my 4. And then if that's DJ Mustard, that's my 5.
Yeah.
What about you? Who you excited to see?
Yeah. Shams for sure. That's it. That's really interesting. Uh, I like the football players. I just don't like those football players. I don't like Amon Ra that much. Keenan Allen. So usually I like when they get the interesting football players in there. Like when they had Puka and Micah, I enjoyed that. I just don't like those two. I love White Chocolate, so I want to see White Chocolate. Like you said, Matt Ishbia seeing an owner actually play. That's interesting. Uh, Jeremy Lin for sure. Keegan Michael Key is interesting. I'll see what he do. Simulu, we'll see.
Who the hell
Degrassi,
is See Me Lou?
he the dude that played Shang-Chi in the Marvel stuff, the Seven Ring dude.
Oh, the Marvel movie that I didn't watch. Okay.
And Andre DeGrasse, he a sprinter. Taco Fall, it's gonna be good to see him out there again. His big old tail.
He better go. If he don't go for 40, I'm done with him forever, for life.
He ain't going for 40, man. Come on.
Well, I guess I'm done with him for life. Uh, Who do you got winning? Early picks. Put you on the spot.
I got the team with Sean's winning. They got Jeremy Lin, they got Amon Ra. Yeah, they got Taco Fall. I don't see how they lose.
Okay. That's my pick too. So yeah, that's a celebrity game. Yeah, we spent a lot of time on the celebrity game, so I'm proud of us. Okay. The Rising Stars, which is always awesome. Even with the new format, you can't make this stuff suck. You can't make the Rising Stars suck, bro. It's impossible. It's too fun. Maybe it's just because I like young players. Okay, let's get into these teams. You got Team Mello. So you got Cooper Flagg, Stephon Castle, Jeremiah Fears, Colin Murray Boyles, Reed Shepard, Dylan Harper, Donovan Clingan. So that is Team Mello. Let's run through these teams real quick. Team T Mac. So you got Conconopple, Trey Johnson, AJ Mitchell, Cam Spencer, Khalil Ware, Alex Sarr, Jalen Tyson. Tracy McGrady's team. That's Team T Mac. Team Vince. You have VJ Edgecombe, Keyshawn George. That Keyshawn George, it always gets to me, but it's Keyshawn George. At Yegor Demon. Yegor Yeoman. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's so okay.
It's
Jalen
hard.
Wells. It's just it doesn't look like that. Okay, Jalen Wells, Derek Queen, Modest Buzelis, Cedric Coward as Team Vince. Team Austin. Austin Rivers. What?
No.
Okay, whatever. Sean East the second, David Jones Garcia, Elijah Martin, Jan Hansen. How the hell? Okay, Ron Harper Jr., Yannick. Come on, dog. Yannick. Tristan Newton. I will say this: how is Jan Hansen able to play for this team?
I don't know. That don't seem right.
They just want to put him in the game. They not slick.
They just wanted him in the game.
They not slick, bro. Okay.
I know they wanted him. Yeah.
Come on, dog. So which team? Let's rank these teams.
It's obviously that team is number one. That's just clear as day to me.
Clear as day.
Yes.
They don't have no shooting outside of Reed Shepard.
Reed?
Outside of Reed Shepard.
Reed, Coop, Dylan.
Coop is more of a scorer than shooter right now. So, so you got Team Mello. You look at those teams.
Because I done seen. I know, man. I know. Now this team
low key.
They got a lot of shooting.
Sarr and Khalil Ware? Bro, that's a lot of defense and shooting. Don't sleep on Jalen Tyson either. AJ Mitchell, bro, this team is good.
This team is good. This team number 2 in my opinion.
Team Vince.
I'm just not.
This team kind of sucks.
I'm just not moved by this team. Nah.
Do they have a guard? Oh, Yegor.
They got VJ. They got Yegor.
Keyshawn George. He can handle a little bit. Derek Queen. This team defensively is gonna get cooked though.
Yeah, and they don't have a real. I mean, they have Queen, but he's not a real big.
This team. Hey, don't sleep on this team because
they're gonna be
Tristan Newton. Tristan Newton, he's averaging 26 points in the league. David Jones Garcia, him and Tristan Newton to go with Young. I don't know. Never mind.
Ron Harper.
Is this the worst team? Ron Harper Jr. is pretty solid. They got buckets on this team, though, according to what they do in the G.
Yeah.
I said the G. That was so cringe. Okay.
Yeah.
So you still go rolling with this? Team Mello, T-Mac, Vince, then Austin?
Yeah.
You just doing it because it's in order. I got T-Mac.
It is.
I got Team T-Mac, Team Mello. This team sucks. I got Team Austin, then Team Vince. Who's your pick to win it all? So it's your pick is Team Mello?
Yeah, Team Mello and Team T-Mac will be in the finals. It's gonna be another Con versus Coop showdown.
Okay, I like it. I got Team T-Mac. Sorry. It just, bro, this is perfect for a Conconopple Trey Johnson type game.
That's a very well-rounded looking team, but I just believe that Team Mello got the best player, and then Um,
The thing is, yeah, but
they got the best player. They got a nice. They got Reed Shepard, who I think will do well in this format.
this could be a team that looks good, but there's gonna be a lot of a lot of bricks.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm telling you, this team right here, bro, Team T-Mac, because I don't know. This is a team orient. All these guys are pretty much team oriented, good in games. Like Stephon Capsule, Cooper Flagg, good in games, 5-on-5, winning basketball. This team, we getting buckets in the rec at the park. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Okay, I got Team T-Mac. Okay.
All right.
Shout out HBCU Classic, but I've never watched it. Not interested. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they're done with
No.
with the dunk contest, but real quick, terrible. Jalen Duran, Jackson Hayes, and who was the other guy?
Carter Bryant.
Carter Brown, terrible. So that's my dunk contest spiel so far. Terrible.
I think doing the 3-point contest.
Who?
Colin Knuckle.
Did they announced that fully yet?
No, they haven't announced it fully yet. But I think there's rumors that he's been invited.
Okay. So can we find it?
Yeah, have they done the teams yet for this? Or I think they just did.
I think they did it on Peacock.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So for the All-Star World versus
USA,
it's first of all, let's go to the format. This is so stupid. I'm really getting pissed. Let's go to the format real quick. Then we'll go get into the game. So 2 US teams and 1 world team. Robin tournament with 4 12-minute games. So that means how they go do it. Okay. So 3 teams featuring 24 all NBA All-Star selections, 8 players each. 24 All-Stars selected without regard to position, 12 from each conference. 5 stars from each conference will be selected by fans. So the format. Each team will play each other once in the round robin mini tournament, with the top 2 teams then advances to face each other in the championship game. Each of the 4 games consist of a standard 12-minute period. For each game, the winner will be team with the highest score after. Look at the bracket. Like, come on, bro. This is as convoluted as it gets, bro. It's as convoluted as it gets. Am I crazy?
I mean, I guess with the smaller team, it almost helps. Maybe not helps, but it can maybe force guys to play harder. I know Jamal Murray says he's going to be playing hard. Wemby says he's going to be playing hard, obviously, if he's able to. So
it's the format. I still don't understand it. I just want to go spend a lot of time on it because I'll see it when I see it. But it sounds ridiculous.
They've been trying to try something different ever since
It's terrible. Let's just get into these rosters because this is what I'm looking forward to the least. I think the only thing I'm gonna catch is the Rising Stars and Celebrity Game, bro. Depending on if the Celebrity Game start off with that stupid format, I'm out on that too. But yeah. USA Stars, Coach JB Bickerstaff. You got Scotty Barnes, Cade, and Jalen Johnson, Devin Booker, Jalen Duran, Chet Holmgren, Tyrese Maxey. This team sucks.
What the heck?
Bro, what?
What? These all
dude. Man, these are all the fringe all-stars. Outside of Ant and Cade, these are all fringe all-stars in Maxey.
Oh my god.
Okay. With Cade, Maxey, and Ant, I do like that trio. And then you got role players around them. I hope Devin Booker gets no burn.
Dang.
Yeah, he don't deserve to be an all-star, bro.
What?
So he doesn't, bro. So this is team JB. They're actually winning without him. They didn't want stop it. Okay, USA Stripes, Coach Mitch Johnson. Shout out to Mitch Johnson, coach of the Spurs. Boy over there doing his thing. I think he black. You got Jaylen Brown, Curry, LeBron, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell. I think it's funny that Norman Powell is added to this team because he's old and it's his first time being an all-star. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, this team kind of sucks.
They just old, but I don't think they're gonna play that hard.
Nah, this team sucks.
They just
Now I'm re-ranking them. This team sucks. These dudes is old, bro.
just old. That don't mean they suck.
This team sucks. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No shade. Team World, who's the coach? Darko Rajakovic. Oh, he the coach from Toronto. Cool. That's cool. Cool. Now I see why they put Pascal in here over Michael Porter Jr.
Shingo finna get that Shea spot if he out.
That's not. Oh, that sucks.
That's how it works. You gotta be a world player.
Put Josh, man. Give it to Josh Giddey. At least get another guard. No, I don't want Shingun with all these bigs, bro. So many bigs. You gonna have 5. You have 6 bigs. Put Josh Giddey right there. Literally. Okay. But you got Giannis, Denny, Luka, Shea, Jokic, Jamal Murray, Siakam, Cat, Wemby. Cat? Where the hell Cat from? Oh, Dominican Republic. He's so goofy. Okay,
don't sleep on the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I'm asleep. I'm looking at this team.
Team
Giannis, Team World, Giannis gonna be out. Shea gonna be out. Jokic don't play hard. Luka don't play hard.
Play hard. Wemby and Jamal Murray will play hard.
Wemby, Murray, Denny go play hard. Damn, Team World would have been great if everybody would have been healthy, if everybody would have played, but it's not gonna be what people think.
The whole format's not gonna be what people think. Nobody's gonna play that hard, so maybe the young guys will win. Who knows?
I was just gonna say, I got USA Stars.
Yeah,
this shit go suck. I'm gonna go catch the highlights. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm only gonna catch the highlights.
We'll see. We're gonna be breaking it down each and every game, each and every 48 minutes of each and every game.
Who?
You know what we doing.
I'm be at the movies watching GOAT. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, you did want to talk about the Hornets? You want to give them their props? They was on a 7-game winning streak.
We'll see after the trade deadline and everything they do.
Did we talk about Kobe White for Colin Sexton, basically?
Yeah, well, we touched it a little bit, but you said you
hate it.
Yeah, you say you want to wait till all the guard mess that the Bulls are doing is
but
over.
For the Hornets, it's like Colin Sexton is better.
I think it's maybe a contract thing, but I think they both on this. And so I don't know exactly why they're doing it yet, but I just shout out the Hornets real quick and just say, they've been turning their season around. They fighting for a spot in the play-in, which they need to do. They need to get some experience playing some meaningful games. Looks like Charles Lee is over there doing his thing as a coach. He in there running around in the locker room and all that stuff after games and diving after loose balls and mess.
I was so mad, Chris.
I'm like, what are
you diving for a loose ball for, coach? Like, what are we doing?
What you doing?
Knock my boy LaMelo out, man. Shout out to LaMelo for coming back and leading that team to victory after getting head-butted by the coach. I told you Charles Lee don't like him. But keep going, my bad.
Nah, that's it. I just want to shout them out real quick, see what they do. I just think it's important for them to they beat some good teams. They had good point differential and everything in it. So like they looking like have a good young core. It'll be interesting to see what they do going forward. When these guys stay healthy, that's their main problem. But yeah.
And it's crazy that you bring that up because I was like, man, I was questioning Brandon Miller. I was questioning LaMelo. Like, Con Canupo has been the most consistent, but I question him. I don't think he can be a guy. I don't think he can be the second guy. But as a third guy, that's why Brandon Miller doing what he's supposed to do is so important. That's why LaMelo doing what he's supposed to do is so important. All three of them do work together. And I think eventually you probably going to have to move off Miles Bridges, get probably more of a defensive 4 into that slot because I do still question the defense with those three as your 3 best guys, but offensively it's working so far. Brandon Miller and LaMelo was huge down the stretch of that Mavericks game. Con Canupo was great throughout the game, and that was a hell of a game, man. And even though Flagg don't have as much help as Con, that was a hell of a game. I love to see white on white crime from time to time, and that was the perfect example. Flagg and Con Canupo is going to go there as one of the better rookie of the year races going down the stretch because, Khan was in the lead, then Cooper Flagg, what he's been doing these past couple games, and we got to factor in he's doing a lot of this on national TV with a below average roster, very limited, and he's competitive in all the games just because he's playing and he's going crazy. So yeah, Cooper Flagg versus Khan Knuckle it's gonna become must see TV going forward. I like it. I like everything that the Hornets are doing, and yeah, and I think they have some of the best depth. They got 10 players I like. Everybody that comes in, I'm like, oh, and they've been really good since Grant Williams is back, since Josh Green is back. I'm just being honest. They have 10 guys that I don't mind watching. Every player that the Hornets play is a good player. So shout out to the depth of the Hornets.
Got rid of Grant Williams and made the finals.
Then you got rid of Luka. So nobody stays long. So can't put that all on Grant. Okay. Anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, that's it for me.
So yeah. Interesting. Trade deadlines tomorrow. You got anything on Giannis?
We'll see what happens to Giannis. Either he'll get moved, and that means Minnesota or Miami made a big old offer, or they'll wait till the offseason. They'll do their best to get some. The Bucks may panic and bring in somebody else to try to appease Giannis or whatever else, or they actually move him for a really big offer in the offseason. That's the only thing that's going to happen.
Milwaukee, listen to me. Get rid of that dude, man. Send him to Miami. I'm being so serious. Khalil Ware, you got Kevin Porter Jr., you got Ron Rollins. Get Hawkins. Start the rebuild. It's over with. Like, don't beat a dead horse, man. Let that shit go.
Yeah.
And Giannis, quit being fake and telling people you want to leave, bro. And he's the first international player that's kind of going towards the route of the Americans. And I don't want this to set no precedent, bro. I would love to see Giannis just end it in Milwaukee. Like, I think your legacy is your legacy, and it's not going to go up that much if you win somewhere else on someone else's team. Depending on where you go and if you're the guy or not, maybe you could have a reverse Kawhi effect, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is another episode of his sports related podcast. I'm Diddy Noseball. I'm Chris. We are on.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.